Yeah, we should be starting in a second, guys. Yeah, feel free to grab some chips and some dip and some crackers and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna be starting up here in like a minute or so, guys. I just doing a little few odds and ends things right now. Um, shouldn't be too much longer. Sorry about that. I figure we'll start around 9:25. If that's okay with you. If everyone's here, if they can hear me, I don't know. Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Yes, no, whatever. Yes, no, can you hear me? Yes, no, yes, maybe yes. Let's see. Yes, can you guys hear me? Okay, good, it's working. Amazing. I just need to make one or two more posts. Just give me a little bit of a break, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just making a few posts to Reddit, and I'll get this thing going in a second. So, um, yeah, so I planned out myself a little bit better this time. And I think we're looking pretty good compared to last time. I did change a few things. Hope you guys are okay with that. Nothing too crazy though, but I did change a few things. You will see in a second. Alright, so it's time to get this thing going. I was gonna update a few other things, but let's get this going. Let me see when the video updates, because like I don't really see anything right now. Trying to see how far the lag is. Alright, perfect, guys. So, yeah, finally, I'm noticing it change on the site, so, yeah. Our next live stream. What are we doing? Well, you guys can already see, there's something right here that I have sitting here. It looks amazing, doesn't it? It looks very, very amazing. Yeah, so this is going to be the replacement command module for our new mission, for our mission. And we're gonna change a few things up. We're gonna change a lot of things up. Actually, I should make some changes right now, because it only makes sense to be doing something like this right here. There we go. That makes perfect sense, right? Or am I just crazy? Well, I'm gonna make one more change. I take that back. So let's get this back up here. Move this, put this here, and boom. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. So it's looking pretty good. We're gonna save. I did test this thing out a little bit, so I know it does fly, but I don't know how well. We got plenty of RCS, we got plenty of fuel, we got plenty of everything. So let's just check our staging. Perfect. It's looking good. So that's all I need to test. Playing Whack-A-Kerbal? That does not sound G-rated to me, sir. Yeah. So let's get this thing off the ground and let's get all the way to the moon. We definitely need to fix up this mission of ours. Ooh, I got a little frame rate problem here. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. We definitely need to fix up our mission from yesterday because things did not go that well. Not to mention the fact that we basically lost the lander, but I'm gonna still try to land it. We'll see what we can get. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we're gonna try. So time to slow this down a little bit. Yeah, we lost all the legs on our lander, so things aren't gonna work out that well, but whatever. We'll see what we can get. We'll always see what we can get. And oh my god, I'm slowing down way too much. But no, we're gonna go, and our lander lost its legs. So we gotta figure out how we're gonna land. I think we'll be able to land anyways. It really isn't gonna be that big of a deal, but I'm foreseeing some slight problems. I don't know what kind of problems, but I do think there will be some. So, oh, getting to the moon is a little crazy, so the party has arrived. What is that supposed to mean? I can't even see how many viewers I have right now, so is that good? Is there a big party? Is there beer? Is there at least the little umbrellas that you can put in the drinks? I would enjoy a drink with an umbrella in it right now. Considering I'm like freaking melting hot, it's hot in this room. I really don't like this. I would turn on the AC, but we actually have a guest today. And she does not like anything remotely cold, so she probably would never want to go to space in the first place, so. Yeah. And she's just shaking her head right now, going, no, no, do not get me involved. Do not get me involved in any kind of way. The party has arrived, and I think it was added in the 19.0. Yeah, she's shaking her head right now, saying, no, no, I don't want to get involved. Leave me alone. I don't want to be a part of this. You are an a-hole. Among many other nice obscenities. She's also probably muttering amongst herself. So please tell me, how are you guys doing tonight? And, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream yesterday. Definitely good stuff. All the beer. 4 people, and maybe we'll pick up for later. Whatever. Who cares? I'm having fun. It's the first, yeah, it's second live stream, I should say. Not the first one. I really had a problem finding a picture to put for the live stream, so I just was like, alright, Kerbal Space Station. Oh my god, this thing is really... I'm detecting problems here. It looks like it's bouncing a little bit, which isn't good. I should bring that down a little bit. I think we're on our last tank of fuel. It's looking good though. I mean, we do have a lot of fuel left over, so it's not that big of a deal if we run out of this stage. So, but I have this plan to going to the moon. That's basically what is planned right now. We're gonna do a few transfers and fix a few things up because yesterday things weren't going that well. As you guys noticed, even taking off from the moon was a little bit of a problem, so the fact that I even got it off the surface was amazing. You know, I took off with RCS fuel, so it was a little bit funky. We should have achieved an orbit here in a second. Yeah, we'll be hitting orbit. Yeah, we got it. Everything's good. But, yeah, so tell me how you guys are doing tonight. Please tell me, did you enjoy the last episode? Did you guys like it? I tried to get the video out so that people would know that there's a live stream tonight, so like people aren't clueless about it. But, you know, I couldn't get it out fast enough. I still feel like I was No, excuse me. I still feel like I was a little unprepared about it. Um, Maybe in the future, when before I do live streams, I'll try to um, get the video out like a lot faster. You know, or at least try to do something to get people knowing that there's something that's going on. So, yeah. Time to do our burn to get to the moon. I'm going to try to do this really quick because I don't want this live stream to run as long as yesterday. I'm sorry, guys. I guess if you want to say sad face or whatever, but um, yeah, I just don't want it to run on like insanely long tonight. I don't want to be playing until like 11 o'clock again because I was like dead tired by the end of the thing. I basically went to sleep afterwards, so I was not in good condition, put it that way. Well, let's see. So, you heart live streams. I think everyone does. Honestly, I've almost every time anybody's had a live stream that's like somewhat big in the YouTube community, I always miss their live stream every single time. It's like I if I have like a good TV show that I like to watch too, it's like I never catch it when it's actually on TV. Like when the premiere episode or some crazy episode that they're advertising or something. I never catch it ever. I'm like destined to never be on time for anything. But yeah, I'm just gonna burn away whatever I got in this tank here. Alright. Just decouple that. Probably some. Yep, explosions. Good stuff. So I'm gonna bring this over a little bit more and we'll start our burn up. Because this is gonna take a little while, I think. This burn. Everybody loves live streams. But yeah, so that last episode that I just put up, I don't know if you guys watched any of it, or I don't know. There wasn't a very big time between that episode and this starting up, but I tried to get it out as quick as possible and everything else, but my god, that docking of that thing was just driving me nuts. But, I hope you guys liked it, and I'm definitely going to try to get the fuel depot up and running, but the main problem is just that thing is just annoying beyond belief. And I should mention as well that this is also going to be decoupled as well, and it's just going to be this main engine piece here. Even though I could probably use all of this, I'm probably just going to use the fuel inside this tank for some other stuff. I really don't know what, but like we could refuel stuff. That's always a good thing. But our approach to the moon's looking good. 51. I really don't remember what orbit, or how high the orbit was. I don't remember what I left it at, so docking up with this thing's going to be a little bit difficult. You guys can hear me and everything, right? I was just wondering because I don't see any updates on the comments. So let's just get this thing there. Shouldn't take too much longer now. Yeah, we're looking good. I hope the stream's coming out pretty good for you guys too. I hope you guys got it in 720 or whatever. I always try to always make sure my videos are in like 720 at least. But yeah, I ended up, I really feel like I kind of was a little bit more prepared for this. Not as bad as yesterday, but it was still, yeah, that's all I can say. Slow this down, and we're gonna end up getting this thing in orbit around the moon. Our main goal with this is to dock up with our lander, even though our lander is kind of crippled right now. And I don't know, I'm gonna put this at like 60, I guess. I really don't know. And we're gonna end up basically using this for the rest of the mission in order to get everything there, and we're gonna probably end up docking up with our old command module, and then I'm just gonna deorbit our old command module and just get rid of it completely because it just didn't work out at all. Yeah, thanks. Let me know definitely if you see anything that messes up. And do I play any of the Elder Scrolls games? Now, that is a good question. I with the Elder Scrolls, I ended up playing Morrowind for Xbox when basically when that was out, and I ended up not really doing anything with that game ever because I would always end up making a character and I would just go around and steal all the things. I would just steal all the things and kill all the people. And because in that game you couldn't actually get a house or anything like the newer ones, I would just go and kill somebody and then like live in their house. And then I would just go around and kill more people and steal more things. And I never actually played the game. And then what is it? Oblivion came out, and that was another game. I enjoyed that one, and I actually did play it a little bit, but that kind of was the same thing too. I just kind of killed people and stole all the things that needed to be stolen always, and it never really. I don't know. I just never really got too into it. But then when Skyrim came out, I actually ended up playing that game without killing people and without stealing all the things, and I had some fun with it, but I just didn't really stick with the game so much. I ended up playing for a certain amount of time, and I can't really remember. I think I started having problems with the game or something like that, and I ended up losing my save. Or no, I had to reformat my computer at that time, so I ended up losing my save, and I lost everything that I did. So I ended up just not playing anymore after that, basically. And that basically sucked. Losing like with a game like that, it's like Legend of Zelda. It's like when you get like 3/4 through the game and then your Nintendo gets shut off or something. You just don't even want to play anymore. There's no point. It's like you've already done everything, so there's no point. But even though there is a lot of hidden stuff in the game, definitely I think it's awesome that the fact that there's so much little Easter eggs and just little hidden things that you can find throughout the game that are just amazing. Like, for those of you who play Minecraft, which is basically like probably all of us, why is this thing... The RCS is just freaking out. No, there's a Easter egg for people who play Minecraft, because basically, was it Bethesda tried to sue Minecraft, or I mean not Minecraft, but basically Notch, because he had a game called Scrolls coming out, and they basically just wanted to sue because they had the game was called Scrolls, and then the Elder Scrolls, they were thinking that people were actually going to like confuse the two, which I really don't know how, but yeah, and it just kind of went on from there. But I'm pretty sure you guys know the whole story for the most part. But it was basically they were just trying to sue him or whatever and I don't really think it got anywhere, to be honest. But that's about all I know about it for the most part. So let's see. Let's set this as a target, and I'm gonna try to do this in like one burn some way. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to set up something really easy. So this is looking pretty good, and yeah, that's actually looking really good. I'm gonna just do a burn right now, and we're gonna transfer over just the command module. I think I'm gonna try to pull whatever fuel I can. I'm gonna pull out whatever fuel I can, and we're just gonna head straight to Minmus for now. So, I mean, with the amount of fuel I got, I could probably go to, like, I don't know, Duna or something, but I'm not gonna go because I want to be able to return these guys. They gotta return back and, you know, tell everybody about their great travels. So let's see. All right, get the burn coming up here. Not too much. Let's see. Yeah, that's the other cool thing. I do agree with you about with the Elder Scrolls about the background, like lore and all the different things that just that game is just unbelievably massive with the amount of stuff like and the amount of backstory. You could sit like the worst part is the books in the game. Like you could literally just sit there and read those books for hours and hours, and it's just like how like a game that actually has books in it that you can read, and every one of them is published too. Like you know, they all have like specific stories and stuff that just has is so irrelevant to the actual gameplay, and you can just sit there and mess around with all that stuff. Like I just find that like absolutely amazing. And what is it with Fallout 2? Fallout, or I shouldn't say Fallout 2, like Fallout 2, not like number 2, but I played Fallout 3, and I've been still playing it on and off. It's just that, the game lasts so long that I just don't have the time, you know what I mean? Between doing videos and all this other stuff, like, I barely ever have the time to ever just sit back and play it for a few hours, so. And a game like that is something you have to play for a few hours. It's not like you can just play for 25 minutes and then call it quits, which is the worst part. So let's see. I hope I'm doing the burn the right way. I mean, I don't know why I'm questioning it now, but... I should get a lot closer before I start doing my burn. Let's see. Bring this over a little bit more. We're not going that fast relative to the target, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's just line this up at least a little bit. Here we go. And bring it over just a tad. There we go. It was pretty cool that I got them to the moon, though. I really, this is the first time I've been to the moon since the update, so, to me, the experience is, like, brand new, and it's pretty awesome. The one thing I was considering is relaunching another lander, too, but I didn't end up doing that. Should slow down a little bit. I wouldn't want to miss your target or anything like that. I get so caught up in talking to you guys, I don't realize what I'm doing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna burn using the engine. I don't know what I'm doing. This is crazy. Wow. Alright, stop. Why is this thing just spinning like a top? Is it the RCS? There's no RCS on this thing. Why is it even moving? There's no reason for it to be moving. That's so weird. I don't even think I hit this thing, so it really has no reason to be moving. Can I make a 1 hour live stream? I'll do the best I can. It probably will be like an hour total. I can't guarantee you it's going to be like 6 hours or, whatever. I just don't want to exceed like 2 hours like I did yesterday. It was like I was just really really tired afterwards, so that's just kind of like the main thing was I just didn't want to wear myself out. So you guys are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna transfer out all the fuel. This thing is moving for some reason. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the fact that I honestly don't know. That's really weird. I'm just gonna transfer out all the fuel and then I'm gonna bring it over to this module over here. I'm gonna turn this off too real quick. This thing is like building up speed without me doing anything to it, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, really, I don't have to do any fuel transfer if I didn't want to, but I don't want to end up destroying something. Or losing out on fuel, I should say. I don't know how I could destroy something, but whatever. But if you guys played Fallout 2, that's another game I'd really recommend for you guys to play. You know, it has nothing to do with space or anything, but if you really like 50s era weird stuff and just all kinds of crazy weird things, that game has so many Easter eggs in it. It's like every other Bethesda game. So, I mean, Bethesda's just an overall great publisher. I'd probably put them up on the level of like basically what is it? Valve, you know, with Half-Life and all the other games, you know, Counter-Strike and all those games. I play all those too. So, I mean, it just goes to show. I mean, even games like, you know, you have like your Modern Warfare and all these games that come out that are so new and revolutionary, but you got people that are still playing Counter-Strike, which came out like 9 years ago. And you even have people playing Counter-Strike 1.6, which came out, what is it? I don't even remember when that came out. I think that was like more than 15 years ago. And I'm not a big fan. You know, Modern Warfare is okay, but I'm just not that big of a fan of it. How is this thing gaining? What is going on? This thing's like broken. I mean, by the time I just like used a whole bunch of RCS fuel. I did, yeah. That stupid me. I'm just gonna transfer out this little bit of fuel, and that will be it for fuel transfer. And we'll just make it over to we'll make it over to the new command module. Hopefully, there's no problems with it. You know, it's just gaining speed without me doing anything to it. So, I think there might be some kind of problem there. Don't know. Let's get out of here. So, all right. We undocked. I'll just push it. I thought I just undocked this. There we go. See you later. And yeah, look at this thing. It's just moving on its own. Whatever. It's got its own agenda. How much RCS fuel is left? I have a strange feeling that it was burning all the RCS fuel away. I'm gonna get rid of this whole piece here. Do I still play Minecraft? Not really, to be honest. Not that I don't like the game. I'm kind of bored with it already. It's just a bit too much now. You know, I used to play it when it was basically, you know, still new and everything else. So yeah, with it being alpha or whatever. So that's basically when I basically just stopped playing after that. Once it was like, ooh, excuse me. Once it was like basically released, I was done with the game. I just didn't want to play anymore. It really didn't have the same feel to it anymore. Not to mention, you know, the end of the game really isn't the end, and it really wasn't that big of a deal to me. Where is our command module? That's our command module. Where is the other module? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I was wondering what happened to it. It's like moving away from us. It doesn't want any part of what we're trying to do. So let's just fix that. Activate the engine. There we go. Just approach it nice and slowly. But yeah, no, Minecraft just lost its fun. I didn't really just kind of didn't like it anymore after their official release. I just didn't care so much anymore, and I guess that's the what you could say was the end of it for me. So, what is all of these pieces over here? That stuff is like really far away too. I don't understand what that is. So we'll do a little burn this way. I wanted to separate them because I was getting sick of it just moving. It's really hard to dock up to anything that's moving like that. It's just not cool. So let's see. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Slow down, slow down. There we go. Oh god, we're going through the debris. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was trying to do something all slick, and I suck. Yeah, I'll just put it that way. There we go. Now this is gonna work better. Just bring this over. And where is the docking port on this thing? There it is. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's moving anymore, which is kind of good. I hope it stops moving, or it just isn't going to do the whole movie thing anymore. So that would be nice. I wonder, it would be nice if this thing just docked up all by itself too. But I put too many forces on it for it to even dock up by itself. So let's see. It's gonna be off to the left a little bit and down. Yeah. Bring this over. Go up. I've been having a lot of problems with the docking too recently. Not that, you know, it's just been not really responsive the way I like it, so it kind of is annoying. Let's see. Come on, bring this over, bring it down. There we go. Lining it up perfectly. Yeah, Bethesda, good stuff. That's all I can say. I mean, if you guys like Steam and, you know, or I shouldn't say Steam, but Half-Life and all that stuff too. Half-Life is kind of one of the first, I would say Counter-Strike was one of the first really awesome shooters I played, but um, you know, my first real shooter I played with, you know, the original shooter was like Doom, but when it comes down to online multiplayer stuff, Battlefield Vietnam, there we go. Got our dock up, perfect. Yeah, I was thinking about playing some of those games, but yeah, I was thinking about playing some of those games. I just, you know, honestly, setting up some of that stuff sometimes is just a pain, and it, you know, I don't know. It just depends on how I feel about the whole situation, and that's we'll leave it like that, to be honest. So, all right, let's get this burn set up to min-miss. Probably isn't going to be the most efficient burn, but we'll try. We need to set our target. There we go. And this is on, eventually we'll, I guess, hit the moon. I pray it hits the moon. Yeah, we're about to, like, leave the freaking system. Now, let's see. That's not very efficient, considering we could almost leave the entire... solar system on that much speed. So let's see, is there another way I can do this that is a little bit more efficient? At least a lot more efficient. I've never actually done a transfer from the moon to Minmus, so I'm pretty sure I'm not even doing it right. Come on. I hate how this node sometimes just doesn't even work right. Yeah, see, now that is looking pretty. Let's see. If I bring this down a little bit. Ooh, I got a encounter there, but it doesn't linger too long. So let's bring this down a little bit more. See, these nodes are just so hard to keep open. That's the main problem with it. See, this is the kind of stuff I usually end up setting up when I usually just, when I'm doing my videos and stuff like that. That's not bad. I'm really not gonna fix it. It's getting laggy at all? I honestly don't really know if it's getting laggy or not, so I'm sorry about that. But let's get to Minmus. We'll set up, our burn is already set up and everything. We'll just start our burn here. We got 50 minutes to do our burn. Nothing too crazy. And perfect. So, I mean, is anyone else experiencing lag? Just let me know, because maybe something's happening that I don't know about. That's all I can say. Yeah, look at this. You guys can see it. It's just started moving on its own. It's got a mind of its own. I don't know what I did, but apparently it doesn't like this configuration at all. So, whoops. So let's get this burn started. These engines are supposed to be on. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. I really don't care. Wow. I should have, yeah, that was kind of stupid. Whatever. Go, 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 go. Now, these should definitely set us up a lot better compared to the last command module. You guys can see all the fuel inside this thing. It's just amazing. So, it really should help us out a lot. It should really get us all the way to Minmus, hopefully. And back. We'll definitely make it back. I'm pretty confident we'll make it back. I just hope these things don't explode. They are glowing hot already. I'm trying to think of what other games. You guys got me on this kick of talking about all the other games I've played. With Halo, I mean, yeah, with Xbox I played Halo, and I do collect consoles, so I have like a lot of older games that you guys probably have never even heard of. Oh, would you look at that? I'm doing the burn the wrong way, because I am controlling from the wrong surface. That is amazing. So we're gonna have to flip this thing around. I almost like completely killed the mission already. Completely killed all the Kerbals. I should have just let this thing spin around like I did before. So, hello, sir. Thank you for joining the stream. If you're not if you don't know about me, I kind of do a lot of Kerbal episodes and stuff like that. If you enjoy, definitely check out some of my other stuff if you're interested or whatever. But yeah, it was just doing the burn the wrong way. We almost killed the whole mission and killed all the Kerbals inside because I'm a big noob. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some fuel transfers while this burn is going on because oh my god, yeah, there's no point. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it in orbit because it will just take too much time. And if you guys got any other questions for me, let me know. I mean, I really don't mind answering the questions and about whatever kind of stuff you're interested in or what have you. So, I'm trying to think of the other games I've played too. I mean, with over the years, I mean, I've played even on like Commodore 64 systems and stuff like that. And I will say, you really do need an imagination for those old games because if you don't have one, then you are pretty much screwed. Most of those games too, it's just very simplistic, very, very, very simplistic. But yeah, other than that, pretty much just run of the mill games. I mean, if you guys name it, I probably played it before. At least some of the old games and stuff like that. I just love playing games. It's like probably my number one thing. I guess that's most people's hobbies nowadays, anyway. So I mean, it really doesn't. It's not that big of a deal. Are you guys experiencing lag? Because I don't want to keep on going if you guys are experiencing lag, because I don't really see it on my end. I really barely even see it on the video at all. But I do have the sound muted, so I can't even hear what I'm saying while I'm playing or anything like that, so... Let's see, am I even gonna get remotely close to Minmus? Something tells me that I'm not in any kind of way, which that's not good. We're just gonna go off into space and die. Let's see, is there anything I can do to fix this? Probably not. Let's see, bring this over. No, close this. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this fixed, because this is not gonna be good things. It doesn't even show me an encounter with Minmus, so... Oh, there's Minmus. I see it now. How would it be all the way over there? That's crazy. There we go. I'll have to do a burn right around there. Okay, that's good. I'm just glad that you guys aren't getting, or at least not everyone's getting lag. Now, hopefully the moon doesn't suck me back in. I've actually had this happen to me before, so we'll see what happens. I've actually left the moon orbit, and I came out, and then somehow the moon just, like, sucked me back in, and oh my god, I just passed the node. See what happens when you don't pay attention, guys? But yeah, I ended up coming out of orbit, and it just sucked me right back in, and I just got trapped, and it was all on time warp, so I couldn't even, like, fix it in any kind of way, and I just crashed right into the surface. It was not very good things. I blame it on the cranking. The cranking always do it. They're not nice. Alright, this is coming down now. I hope I didn't screw it up or anything. Oh, there we go. We got an encounter. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Oh my god, stop it. There we go. So let's get to Minmus. Leaving the moon, and we're gonna wrap around Kerbin here, sort of. And then we're gonna get shot out to Minmus. which it should be somewhere in this region. I can't ever... Oh, there it is, right there. That little speck. Now, I haven't been to Minmus either since the update, so we'll see what happens. I really have not seen very much of this game ever since the update, so I don't know what has been changed and what's new, what's old, and all that other good stuff. There we go. I think we should be reaching an orbit here. Yeah. Well, an encounter, I should say. Something just happened. I don't know what just happened to my game, but whatever. It just got closed down. But let's wrap around. Let's get this orbit set up, and we're going to do a landing. You guys okay with that? Are you guys okay with a landing? You guys seem a little bit more tired or something compared to yesterday. Are you guys giving up on me? Are you guys giving up on this mission to go to the moon in Minmus? Because I failed that badly. Are you guys giving up? But yeah, just been a lot of stuff going on lately. I mean, I really wish I didn't throw this together so quickly, but definitely going to try to, like, at least in the future, if I do live streams and all that stuff, I think I'm going to try to really get some hype going on about it and everything else, because I really have got to get, like, more prepared with these things. Alright, that's looking pretty good here. We got... Why is that changing so much? I really don't understand what's going on. I didn't do anything to this craft other than, you know, whatever, but I shouldn't be doing that at all. Now, maybe we can land where Minmus Space Beta was, because, that would just be pretty freaking awesome. Whoa. Minmus Space Beta, for those of you, I don't know if everyone in this stream has actually watched a lot of my videos or not, but Minmus Space Beta was like the first ground base that I built that was like large scale, so it was pretty freaking epic. At least I thought so. I spent way too much time trying to get that thing built, though. Ooh, excuse me. Eating McDonald's before live stream is never a good idea. Just note that, guys. I hope I don't get more lag on Google Chrome. Yeah, I use Firefox. I don't know about Google Chrome. I never really liked... it's kind of like Bing browser when it first came out. A lot of people had like all this... I think it was just revenue hype. Like, it wasn't legitimate hype where people were talking about it and actually saying that it was a good browser, because I never liked it. I just, as soon as I heard, I'm like, Bing? What is this? It's not live right now.
What happened?
I don't know, my internet just dropped out, I think. I don't know.
I was trying to be so quiet, too.
It's alright. They probably just heard you anyways, turd.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys still there? Hello? You guys still with me? My internet connection just dropped out, so I hope you guys are still there and everything. I hope everything's still good. I was just experiencing some kind of difficulties. I really don't honestly know what happened, so I'm sorry about that. But back to the chat about Google Chrome and all that other good stuff. Never really liked it. Don't really like it. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch back up. And yeah, so again, the internet connection just dropped out again. Don't really know what's going on right now. I'm gonna try to land, and if things start getting hairy again, I'll just try to do my best to get it working again. Sorry about that. But right now, I'm just trying to correct my orbit, and we'll get this thing lined up a little bit better, so we can come in for a little bit of a better landing. And that should be the end of it for at least getting into orbit around Minmus and all that good stuff. Just fixing this little crazy orbit. So yeah, I'm gonna try to land where Minmus base beta is. I don't know how well that's gonna go out, but well, turn out, I should say. But hopefully that works. Not really 100% sure on how we're gonna get this thing set up, but let's do a retrograde burn right now, and that will get rid of a lot of. That will get rid of a lot of this altitude that we don't need to be out this far from Minmus. I'm going to bring it down a lot just because our last landing didn't really go that well, so I don't want to end up screwing things up here. So let's just bring this down to like 20,000. I don't want to burn a lot of fuel for the landing, so the less fuel the better, I always say. Baha. I hope everyone is still here, though. And yeah, the stream is really messing up. I don't know what's going on, so this kind of sucks. I'm not downloading anything on my stream. On my internet connection is like completely free right now, so I don't understand what the problem is. So let's get this thing down, and I'm gonna start my landing in a second here. I'm just gonna put this thing in a little bit of a better orbit, or at least our command module. Bring this over and down, and do that a couple more times. But yeah, I'm gonna call it, once we land, I'm gonna probably call it there, and then maybe I'll do one more stream this weekend where we bring these guys back home, because it's running on a little bit too long for my liking, and I have a few things to be taken care of right now. And yeah, I'll definitely see you guys to wrap up this live stream. So let's get on the surface here. How much fuel are we looking at? We're good on RCS. Let's undock and let's get down there. Down and dirty, or whatever she would say. She would say a lot of dirty things, and she does. So I'm gonna just push myself away just a little bit so we can fire our engine without like destroying everything. There we go. Now, Minmus is pretty fun to land on because it really doesn't require like much of anything. And is this mountain like perfectly flat on top? It looks like it. That's kind of awesome. Can I please can I say Charizard 10 times? Why? I don't understand why. That is one thing I will not say 10 times. So I think Minmus base was somewhere around here. Actually, I think it was down here a little bit. I'm not 100% certain anymore. But, oh my god. We need to fire our engines. We are very close to the surface. See what happens when you don't pay attention? Once again, I could have just killed the whole crew. Live, too. Live killing. Would that be like... I don't know. I couldn't even consider that, like, is that like capital punishment? Being launched into the surface of a planet, I think would be kind of a fun thing to do. That'd be a good way to die. You could tell people that, like, you know somebody who got launched into the surface of a planet. That's how they died. I think I'd be okay with, like, I think they were pretty cool. I don't know. But, yeah, I should really be paying attention to this. The surface of Minmus looks a little weird to me, to be honest. It doesn't look right. You can see it's unlike a moon landing. Now, luckily, I did pick up and stop time warp in time because I did not even notice on this lake bed part. When you land over here on like a lake bed like this, I guess if you want to call it a lake bed, but the actual elevation is basically at 0. That's the best part about it. And also, if you're building a land base like I did, using this lake bed kind of thing, it's perfectly flat terrain. There's like almost no bumps at all, so you can basically build as much as you want. And I think that hill, there's like 2 hills here. That would have been amazing to build a base over here. I don't know why I didn't do that in the beginning. I think I can even use RCS to land as well. Nope, not enough. Not enough power. Let's get this over. I have no landing legs, so this is going to be interesting. Let's keep this in the center. That's all I have to do. Bring it down nice and gently. No landing legs means I have to land like perfectly. Yeah, I think that was perfect. That looks pretty good. So let's see. Ed got out first, so Confred, you get to go out on Minmus. Yeah. So I'm not even going to. I don't know. Should I move on this thing? I don't know. I don't want to bump into it. Oh god, get back up. I got a better idea. You stay there. Don't go anywhere, please. There we go. I should have put the ladder down. Why didn't I put the ladder down before? There we go. Now you can jump off, or just fall on your back. Whichever one you prefer. And he is happy. He looks very happy right now. Very, very happy. And he can jump higher than the lander. That's always pretty good. Turn on the RCS. There we go. It'd be fun to actually have this on like an on a moon, you know, like on the moon. Imagine you had like a jetpack like that. You could just go anywhere. That'd be amazing. I don't know why we don't have these kinds of things. Like, you know, for the surface of the moon, I should say. I know we have something like this for if you're doing spacewalks, but why don't you have it for the surface of the moon? Why wouldn't you have something like that? It's just amazing. Other than the fact that you could just kill yourself easily. There we go. But we got them in. Yeah, I know. If I turn off the router and turn it back on, I just didn't expect there to be any problems. So, hold on one second. Let's see. Yeah, it's telling me my frame rate, or not my frame rate, but my kilobytes per second is like perfectly fine. So I really don't understand what's going on, but whatever. So the stream is run on a little bit too long, and I think we're gonna leave it here for now, guys. I'm not going to be changing anything, but well, you know what? I'm not going to leave it here. We might as well just get back into orbit, and we'll just go right back to Kerbin. Why not? So I'm gonna quick save, and we'll take off. I need to remember which way to take off. I think it's this way. Nope, not that way. Definitely not that way. This way. Yeah, there we go. 90. I should have remembered things like this. That works out pretty well. I would say that was a pretty good landing as well that I did, so. But no, I just checked everything, and it says I'm getting like almost a megasecond right now, so I don't really see what the problem is. I think my internet is just being a little bit of a douche today. Just a little bit. Bring this up a little bit too, while we're at it. So we'll set this as target. We'll flip back around. And we're going to bring these guys back home as soon as possible, just to wrap up this mission and get everything done. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this, because I'm having some fun doing this. This is definitely some really awesome stuff. My second live stream ever, so I mean, I'm not really too skilled with the whole live stream thing, so definitely having some fun. Whoa, yeah, no, I can't actually use that. That sucks. Bring this over. And now we just need to get some kind of encounter, which shouldn't be that hard to do. Let's see, if I just keep speeding up, oh my god. Yeah, if I just keep burning, I'll eventually get an encounter. Wow. Yeah. With Minmus, whenever you're trying to do like another encounter, or you're trying to like meet up with stuff, it really isn't that big of a deal if you like shoot way far out and then come back in, because a lot of these burns require almost no fuel expenditure. You're looking at like a really tiny amount of fuel that you need to actually get. Like we're only moving 24 meters a second faster than our target to do that burn. So you can burn that off in like 2 seconds, even if you have like a crappy engine like this thing does. So we'll just do this little slight burn here, and then we'll get back to Kerbin and land these guys safely. So I think we've already loaded the command module in. Should be pretty close now. Oh my god. We're gonna probably have to do a burn just directly at the command module, because I ended up bleeding off all our speed, so that was my fault. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, dude, or whenever. Thanks for stopping by. We'll get back to our command module, and we'll head back to Kerbin here in a second. Shouldn't be too much longer. Oh my god, wrong way. We'll just dock back up, and we'll head back to Kerbin. Trying to find the docking port. I don't see any docking port. Oh yeah, because we're facing the back end of it. But yeah, if there's any other questions you guys have or whatever, just let me know. It's gonna be pretty much just getting back here. I don't know what this is. I think I'm still in chase cam. I'm not 100% certain, but everything is kind of going the way I want it to. Not like usual, but it's kind of working. There we go. All we need to do is just dock back up here real quick, and we'll head back to Kerbin. And this will be our first, like, complete mission to the moon and Minmus, all in, basically one crew and sort of one trip. Yeah, that was not a good docking. Not at all. That was a failed dock. You forgot this was a live stream? What do you mean by that, sir? No, I think this thing is moving around, though. I think that was the main problem. It is moving right now, and I'm not actually controlling any of the movement. And I have no control over this thing, so I really don't understand why it's doing that. So let's get back to Kerbin now. Let's just get this thing docked up as quick as we can. Shouldn't take too much longer now. But this thing is moving. I can see it moving right now, and I just want to get this thing docked up as best as I can. There we go. Perfect. We're docked up. Time to head back to Kerbin. And we'll move out here. And we'll set up a maneuver for here. And let's get this burn going. That's a little bit too much, I think. Yeah, that is way too much. I think doing the burn somewhere around here might be it. I really don't honestly know. I've never actually done a return trip from Minmus, so this is going to be a little interesting. I've actually never done some of these things that I've been doing in this episode, so... well, I shouldn't even say the episode, but in this live stream, I've never actually done some of these things, so it's a little new for me. So you can give me a break. Let's see. That looks like it's a pretty good return, so I think I'm going to set that up right now. Our burn is in 10 minutes. Perfect. And there we go. So let's start our burn. We'll get back there. Alright, now this should be coming down all the way, and it should eventually turn into this, but I'm not really 100% certain on how this works out. You know, I've never actually done a complete return trip. I figure if we can get low enough to the satellites, I mean, that should be good enough for me, but... Our Kerbin Periapsis should be... Wow, we got a moon encounter. I've only seen it a couple times. So one time when I went to Jewel, I've actually had like 7 encounters on just like one change of, you know, like just doing one burn. I ended up getting like 7 or 8 encounters. It was just absolutely insane craziness. I just couldn't believe it. So I'm going to bring down the command module as well. The command module is just going to come with us because I just don't really feel like leaving it in orbit, any of that stuff. So that should be good enough. And I'm just going to decouple right now. And that's pretty much all we needed for this command module. And that's it. So let's get away from Minmus and let's get back to Kerbin. Look at these satellites that are just spazzing out. I couldn't even click on one right now. That's, wow. What is it? Where's the moon? Where's the moon? Where's the moon? I like the moon. Oh, and I think we ended up switching. Oh, wow. This just decoupled by itself. So, I mean, even if we wanted to, we can't even end it. So, wow. Not good, but okay. Wow. So many bad things have happened this trip. I really just don't understand it. So let's get down. Where is Kerbin? Right there. And I think I should maybe do this. Just maybe. We don't need the ladder down. That, no. We could just put that back in. And what is going on with this too? I don't understand what's going on here. Is there something wrong with my game? Was there some kind of a problem that I'm just not aware of or something? I'm just very much clueless right now as to what's going on. But it looks like we're coming down some place in the ocean or something, I guess. I really don't know. And hopefully these chutes deploy because I have like almost no control over them. But they're baby blue, so I think they have been deployed. But for a while there, this wasn't changing at all. But we ended up getting back into orbit. We're going to come in pretty freaking hot, too. So, I've never actually come in at this speed before. We're going crazy fast right now, but I think we should be okay. Otherwise, the parachutes will get ripped off and we'll all die. So, either way, you know, something good will happen. Stuff will explode. And that is amazing. Time to take some screenshots. I like how the parachutes have fire coming off of them. But we are coming in like a meteor, and I really hope we can slow down in time. That is just absolutely insane. Looks like we're going to land over the land, too, so everything looks like it's going pretty well. I'm glad that we were able to land, and it just everything turned out so nicely. But, let's see. I never time warp on landings because it never turns out well. It usually always ends up ripping off the parachutes as they deploy, so maybe we won't die, but probably will. The one thing I should have done too is put down a flagpole on my missions, but I never did, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Alright, yeah, we didn't lose anything, so let's get this thing on the ground. Let's see, how far are we from the surface? There we go. There you have it, guys. We went to all three, well, all two of the moons of Kerbin. It was not that great of a voyage, considering, well, we just lost our docking port as well. Um, everything seemed like it went pretty well. In hindsight, I probably could have done this long, geez, he just fell right out of this thing. I probably could have done this all in one launch, but I just kind of like haphazardly kind of threw something together, and that was more of my fault. So, but overall, it was pretty good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. For those of you who are watching or whatever, I hope some new people have watched this. I hope you enjoy this. It'll probably be up on my channel just in case if you ever want to watch it again and all that other good stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.